RENARS podcast.
So Adam Walker, he is, oh my God, so founded Ocean Walker Technique and swam all sorts of distances.
A human being isn't supposed to swim across an ocean to another country, which is why I love the idea of it and why I embraced it. Well, 4 degrees on your feet makes it numb. 2 degrees is like someone slicing the bottom of your feet. It starts to get dark and then I'm stung. As you said, by this Portuguese man of war, and I'm on fire. Absolutely the most pain that I've ever had.
I think people really don't understand what is going on when someone says they swim, let's start with English Channel, and you did 7 or 6 more different places, so there was 7 in total.
And then I was injured. I had a dislocated knee at 16, and I went back into swimming again, and I packed in the cricket for a while, and then at 18 another dislocation. I went back into cricket again, but the world was pushing me into swimming, and I managed somehow to get to the student national final. And I thought, how's this happen?
You were pretty much born and made to be a swimmer.
There was a realization at some point, I think I always knew it, that I'm not meant for that world, and my family are all in that world. My dad worked for Mars, Master Foods for 23 years. My brother's a sales director of Swizzles. I did a sports degree at university, and then I went into sales. So I used to make fun out of what I was doing to try and balance myself off. 12 years of age was the last time I swam an hour properly training from when I was 28. So it represented a sport that I could do while I was injured, and something that I wasn't very good at in that sport, which was long distance and freestyle. So I thought, what if I can master that? 7 days of discomfort changed my life. If I could give you and say to you, if you get in discomfort 7 days, I mean extreme discomfort, but if you're willing to go through 7 days of discomfort to have everything that Molokai to Oahu, so island to island, on paper, 45k, one of the longest, the longest of the Ocean 7. And On a Clear Day is a very simple movie. There's no frills to it, but it grabbed me in the heart. You know, sometimes movies really grab you. And I related to that character, Frank. And basically, I saw myself as Frank. I'm getting goosebumps now as I'm talking about it. It's coming back to me. If somebody had said, what we're in now, 15 years ago, you'll do this one swim, it'll turn into 7, you'll do this thing called ice swimming, you'll be a swim coach, and then you'll be fine, you'll do all this coaching and you'll be secure, and then you'll risk it all to dig a hole in the ground, to build a lake,
find
and a well-being centre, and to play around with crystals. 2021 we opened. I bought disused goat farm December 17. We went planning 18. It took about 3 years to come to fruition because of all the red tape and all the things you have to do. A small pool with a jet, have a camera system. So I have that. And then we also have a cabin for various different well-being. So we have Reiki, we have yoga, stand-up paddleboard yoga, we have water sports, kayaking, stand-up paddleboard.
When did you get into coaching?
2013, I went to Tunisia with 9 top swimmers in the world. And they saw me swim. Well, actually, one guy who was the Olympic coach of the Malta swim team. And he said, I'd never seen anyone swim so effortless. You know, and then I have to say, that's great, Dave. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, that's brilliant. But winning is slow and controlled. Losing is doing it fast. Okay, Dave, let's get into it. So I do my kind of hypnotherapy moment on it. I worked up the ranks. So I was there about a year in that job. And then I became a sales controller and I had a team. And I thought that will really excite me, having a team. I've got 11 people to manage. And nothing was really doing it for me. All these long distance swims were about finding who Adam is. It was a bigger deal for me. It was something I had to do for myself, and it became more than swimming. This is the will when it comes into willpower and how much something means to you. And I just remember thinking, the pain will be much worse if I don't make it. I think every minute counts, and you have to build up. So you have to build up to acclimatization. You have to produce what's called brown fat, which helps against combating the temperature. what would happen is the blood goes to your major organs, so your lungs, liver, kidneys, that sort of thing, and it goes away from your hands and feet. That's why it goes numb.
I can imagine you when you're old, man. When you're going to be like 70 years old, you're probably still going to do your crazy swims. You're like, I'm ready to do some swims today. Just put me in the water. And as soon as you get in the water, you're just like a fucking dolphin, just like, wee, kiki.
But I remember training for the North Channel. I didn't have a job. So Ireland to Scotland. And I went to this loch in Scotland and I was swimming around. It was the first time that I could train without a job, like a proper sportsman. And I was just so happy. I was like free from it all. And I did a talk for the Royal Geographical Society. And that's, you get invited, top adventurers get invited. So to be invited for that was amazing. The message there is, even when you're faced with barriers, or even if someone says who's, you know, well respected, you can't do it. Well, you're your own person. You've got your own mind. There's ways to get around things. And you've got a 1-year-old leaning over the side going, kick, 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 to try to teach. So I think he'll be alongside me with these camps, which will be great.
Blah, blah, blah. RENARS Podcast.